and welcome back to my channel. It's good to see all of you today. Today is a chilly, damp, rainy day here, so I thought what a better thing to do than make some slow cooker chicken breast. I had printed out a recipe, but like so many recipes, it contains garlic powder, onion powder, and other ingredients that unfortunately, as a low FODMAP consumer, I cannot have. So I thought I would show you my modified version today of what I like to do to make some simple chicken breasts that are still flavorful, and you can also complement with a vegetable and a side of rice or potato or whatever you like. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do to get started today is I happen to like Bell & Evans a lot. They're very good, high quality chicken breasts. And so I'm going to open them up, rinse them off, pat them dry, and I'll show you some basic seasonings that I like to use. I always, to get my seasonings to stick, love a little EVOO, just because it gives it that extra antioxidant boost. It's heart healthy and it helps my seasonings to stick. Now there's all sorts of different olive oils out there. I personally like to use an olive oil in a dark glass bottle that's cold pressed, high quality, because the polyphenols are so much higher. I put it on my baked potato because I'm lactose intolerant. I put it on bread for sandwiches. This one happens to be a very versatile olive oil. And I'm gonna start with the basic Morton iodized salt. And this happens to be a 4-pepper. Gives it a little bit of flavoring. And that we're not using, celery salt, onion, garlic, none of that. And then I'm a big fan of oregano, so I'm gonna choose that. You can choose whatever spices you like that you can tolerate. I just happen to like these 3. You can do parsley, cumin, whatever you think. Next, I have a crock pot here that I purchased recently. It's got a number of settings on it. What I really like about it is there is a delay timer and there's also a keep warm timer. But there's all sorts of crock pots, Instapots, Dutch ovens, whatever you have that you think you can slow cook your chicken in. I'm then gonna use just a half cup of organic chicken broth so that the chicken has just a little bit of liquid to simmer in. You never want to put your chicken just in a bare crock pot. And I'm gonna pour that into my crock pot, and then I'm gonna place my chicken breast into the pot. It also says if you would like to, you can put a couple of tablespoons of butter or olive oil even on top of this. I just did the olive oil pre-doing it. And I have 3 chicken breasts in there, which fit quite nicely into my crock pot. And now I'm gonna cook it on low for about 4 to 6 hours. You can also cook it on high for a less amount of time. I like it slower. I think it comes out more tender. I'm gonna set my crock pot for 4 hours and 30 minutes. And I will check it with my thermometer after 4 hours and 30 minutes. And then with my crock pot chicken, since I can't do celery and onions and all those other things, I'm gonna be steaming some of these Bolthouse Fresh organic baby carrots in my steamer pot for about 12 minutes. And to complement it, I happen to like the very simple Uncle Ben's ready rice. I like coconut jasmine. But again, you can choose whatever flavor rice you like. White rice is a lot more low FODMAP. Brown rice tends to run very high FODMAP due to the whole grains. And as I say, you can also do a gluten-free pasta, or you can do a potato. That's kind of up to you to decide. So enjoy, and I can't wait to tell you how this turns out. Hi, so now it's about 6:30 here. and I am ready to take my chicken out, which I will show you in the pot. I have steamed my carrots. I'm going to be microwaving my bag of rice that you'll remember I showed you this morning. And also what I like to add that I have in the pot here is I'm a fan of the Heinz home-style chicken gravy. It comes in a nice glass jar, and when I read the ingredients, there's less than 2% of onion powder in it, and otherwise it's even colored with fruit juice. So it's a very bland, basic gravy. I like it. Depending how sensitive you are, you could try, a couple of tablespoons, see if it agrees with you, and if it does, I find it delicious over the chicken with the rice and the carrots. A very home-style comforting meal on a very cold, raw, rainy night. And so now I will show you the chicken in the crock pot. I have it resting for about 10 minutes before I go ahead and serve it onto the plate with the gravy, carrots, and rice. So here's my chicken. It smells delicious, and you can see it's reached the proper temperature. I use my meat thermometer, and the broth and everything that it's sat in just smells delicious. So bon appetit. I hope you enjoy this as much as I do, and when I plate it in a couple of minutes, I will present it to you to see the finished product.